Everyone, it's Jessica Edwards in Wilmington, North Carolina. I just want to talk about staging and preparing a property to be on the market for sale for those prospective buyers. Part of the value that I bring to a potential seller, part of my expertise and part of what you get with me, I guess, if you will, is that extensive knowledge and being able to give you all of that advice on staging and presenting the property, things you should do, things you shouldn't do. And that is something that I give to every single one of my sellers. And I feel that there's a huge value in that. And that is definitely a benefit to listing with me. This has come up recently in a couple different ways. One, a seller was interviewing real estate agents. Another agent spent 4 hours at the property on their listing appointment and gave a comprehensive list, of staging right from the get-go when they were being interviewed. That was something that I offered to the seller and always offer to sellers, and say that once you choose to list with me, if you like my marketing and like, me, whatever, then if you choose to list with me, then I will come through the property and, give you that comprehensive list and go through the property, give you suggestions, on things that you should do, shouldn't do outside and inside the property. But I don't do that on the listing presentation. It's kind of like if I tell you everything to do to your property to get it sold before you've even listed with me, it just doesn't make sense in my head, and it doesn't seem very fair, I guess, if you will. Another experience, I did just the opposite. I had somebody that had been listed with a discount brokerage and just, pay a fee, stick your house in the MLS, and they were failing to sell. They had been on the market for a long time, and the property was priced right, and they were having a lot of looks, but nobody was biting, if you will. And they were listing with me and moving forward and withdrawing the listing, and they really, really busy people, and that I did go through the whole house and give them, told them everything they needed to do. It was very obvious that the way that the house was presented is why it wasn't selling. Gave them very specific information. They never withdrew the property. A month went by. The property just went under contract and is now going to be sold. And it leads me to believe that they were doing or did a lot of those things that I suggested to them. And guess what? It went under contract. And there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle when you're selling a house. And it's not just how you present the property, but it's not just how you price it or just how you market it. It's everything. So it's really frustrating to me as an agent. That's just kind of one of those things that just happens, and there's no right or wrong way about it. One time I didn't give the information, I didn't get the listing, and another time I gave the information and I still didn't get it, and the property sold. So it's a really tough call, but I think that that's one of the things I wanted to talk about, is just that when you're listing a property, you should be choosing that agent based on the marketing advice and everything they give you, and asking if they offer that service. But I don't think that you should be expecting an agent to give you a staging service before you've hired them as your agent. So these are just my thoughts. If you have any comments or questions, or you disagree, please feel free to email me. And of course, please check us out at thecarolinasfinest.com. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful day.